A few months ago, I toured David Weekley's Colston model here at Lakeview Crossing, and I came away thinking it was one of the best values for brand new construction anywhere in central Sarasota. Well, things have changed. David Weekley has quietly introduced an entirely new collection of homes here, and naturally, the first question that buyers start asking is the less expensive option actually the better value? Well, today we're taking an exclusive tour of that brand new collection, comparing it to the homes I showed you before. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you which one I personally would buy with my own money. And I don't think the answer is nearly as obvious as you might expect. If you didn't catch my first video on this gated community, Lakeview Crossing occupies a location that's becoming increasingly difficult to find in Sarasota. So instead of driving 20 minutes or 30 minutes east, north, or south just to buy a brand new home, you're right here in the heart of Sarasota with quick access to downtown, UTC, I-75, Sarasota Memorial, countless restaurants and shopping, and of course some of the country's best beaches. It's also directly across from Lakeview Elementary and the Oak Park School, something that many buyers appreciate simply because it makes everyday life a little easier. When I was here previously, David Weekley only had a model of their classic series, which is called the Colston, and we toured that one together. So today we're getting our first look at something a little bit different, and that's their Tradition series. So here's a home I'm really excited to show you because I would love to live here, and I think this fits a lot of families. This is a 3.5. It's called the Brugman, and it's around 2,800 square feet. And as you can see, you got the paver driveway. Really nice facade on this one. I always love these beautiful front porches. I love to sit out in the shade. We're here getting the morning sun straight from the east here, so you can see this one's east facing. But we'll take a look inside, and you're gonna love this one. So here's the view from the front door. Just to my left there, you have an office den. It could also be, if you close this out, do the wall, and that could be your 5th bedroom. Showing it as an office. A lot of flexibility here. Here is your half bath coming in. Green is the color of the day. Still get coat closets. Why there's a coat in there, we don't know, because it's probably about 92 degrees right now. But hey, now I really like this. It shows you what they can put here. Got a nice little mudroom here. This is your 2-car garage peeking in. Garage. But we're going to show you the laundry room. You got your sink, you got your folding area. You have room for some shelving. So just about the right size here. Doesn't take up too much space, but very nice. And now we're into the interior of the home. Check out the cabinetry and this really nice long, really wide island. You notice gas here in the community. And let me peek into the, oh, it's larger than I thought. Sometimes I like to see these on the first time before peeking in, so I get surprised along with you. And that was an ample size pantry. You see the pillars for support, really nice long. You can see you can put a really nice long table here for dining. You've got these higher windows for privacy. Just a really nice feel. And then these soaring ceilings upstairs. Once again, natural light throughout. Love that windows. It's a really great idea. And I love having this pool door because instead of moving those sliders, especially if you're a little older and you don't want to deal with all that, let's peek out real quick, give you an idea of what that would look like. So this is all under truss. So if you don't have a pool, you screen all this in, gives you a lot of area outdoor. But if you do add the package, as you can see, you got a little dining area over there, a little soaking corner, and a really nice pool package here. Very smart. Everything you need, but not overdone. So let's head back inside and head upstairs and check out those bedrooms. So here, coming up to the landing, we've got 2 different ways we can go. As you can see, here's another living area, living room up here. Really nice, bright. No matter what, you're going to have some good views. Higher ceilings, normal, not anything low ceilings here on the upstairs. Sometimes that happens. The extra closetry right here. It's really nice. And as we head around the corner, which is nice because it keeps the bedrooms away from the TV in the living area. You've got 2 sinks, smart, and then you have a door here, which is also, again, well planned. So you have your full shower and toilet behind there, so somebody can be in the shower and somebody can still use the sinks and keep it nice and separated. Here's your first bedroom that we're going to show you here. And just want to peek in. Those are walk-in closets, really nice. And that is a very well behaved dog. All right, so we're going to continue down to the other 3 bedrooms. Here's one. Once again, nice morning sun coming in. This one's an ensuite. So if you have that daughter who wants to be pampered, especially when they get to be teenagers, very nice. And then a little extra space there for that walk-in. And across the hall, your 3rd bedroom. They're all actually pretty good size, so they're not really skimping on any bedrooms here. And they all have good light. Once again, pretty good, ample size walk-in closet. So 3 up here we've seen so far. We've seen an ensuite. We've seen the hall bathroom, so that's nice. So we've already seen 2 of those. Give you another quick view of this. That is quite the family house. Let's head on downstairs and see what that owner suite is like. Wanted to give you a little bit of a view from here. It's pretty nice. And just head around and around the corner for the open door, which is smart. And once again, baffled that sound. 2 large windows. Got a nice tray ceiling here. Painted in that bird blue, that open sky. Haven't tried that, folks. I'll give you some design ideas. Really nice. And here we are in the primary bath. Lots of counter space. Once again, good amount of closetry. The transom window here has a smart design. Really like this as well. We got tile to ceiling. It's really nice. You got your handles here. Don't ever have to get wet and wait for that water to make sure it is warm. This is kind of smart, a little extra here. You need to maybe throw some towels here or whatever so somebody can grab them. And look at this. Here is your closetry. And utilizing the staircase under there. So one thing to know about this one is they've got it move-in ready at a great price. I'm going to tell you about a little bit. They've got a couple of move-in ready. And this here in the Tradition series are quite amazing as far as price-wise and exactly what you might want here in Sarasota. So great pricing, lots of flexibility, and this neighborhood couldn't be any more central. It's pretty awesome. Here's the Brugman, the Tradition series. Now that was my first walkthrough of David Weekley's newest collection here at Lakeview Crossing. And honestly, it gave me a little bit to think about because while the price point is lower than the classic series, it never really felt like they were skimping or a budget version of these other models. Instead, it just kind of felt like David Weekley approached this from kind of a different angle. Rather than stripping away some quality, which they're really known for, they focused on making these homes more efficient and tailored to a bit more of maybe a larger or growing family. And I think that's kind of an important distinction. Throughout the home, I still noticed all the natural light, the storage solutions, and the kind of little design details that have always helped David Weekley earn such a reputation. And they were still able to keep that primary bedroom downstairs, which can keep a lot of people staying in their homes who have that primary upstairs and then they have to move. So what really changes isn't necessarily the experience, it's really kind of the overall scale. Now let's compare this to the Colston from the classic series. And this time, I'm not going to go through that beautifully staged furnished model that, of course, everyone falls in love with. I'm going to show you one that you can buy right now. And there's no guessing about the upgrades or the cost on this one. It's just one price out the door and it's available now. So I've already shown you the furnished Colston model, which is all dolled up and ready to go. But people say, hey, what would that look like stripped down, ready to go for me if I were to buy? So here's an inventory one that we're going to walk through quickly and show you what you get. So take out all that fancy decor and let me show you what we've got. Got 2 bedrooms up front here. And if you kind of remember from the furnished floor plan, 2 bedrooms here, we've got a Jack and Jill in between. So you got 2 sinks right here, and then behind this door, got the throne room, and you've got a nice shower. So really nice subway towel and a window, which makes that nice and bright. So 2 bedrooms up front, another one here on the side. One has a walk-in closet, and then you have a full bath right here adjoining. So pretty much everybody's getting some baths here, and you remember there's a wide opening, but this one's a little smaller, but you still got your office den right here and some nice French doors. So back tucked in here is your really nice, large, ample, big laundry area. So you can do a lot of different things. There's a lot of closets in here. That's what I remembered. There's another closet through here. Just a lot of closetry. This built in, really just nice. And then of course, peeking in, you've got your extended 2-car. So you can actually, if you had to, you could probably put 4 in there if you really wanted to stack them. But most people are probably not going to do that. They're probably going to keep that to a 2-car garage or 3 with the golf cart. So here we enter the great room, your dining nook. Really nice vaulted ceilings. Gas, once again, look at all these countertop. This is huge. Really nice farm sink. And this is nice, they kept it. So they kept the window in here. This pantry is nice. That was something they weren't sure they were going to consider or not. And then there's your lanai. And check this one out. This one's available, folks. Reach out to me. I'll let you know the price on this one. One of the few nice waterfront lots here. Still available. And what this was, that a lot of people really liked, this is another living area, which is kind of tucked in behind here in the owner's suite. So you've got this room, got a lot of closetry in here, and then off to this nook, you've got the owner's suite. So lots of windows, cove ceilings, really nice. Same thing, great views in the morning, and a really nice long. So that's pretty cool. Check that out. So we're in the process of still filling it out. There's some extra. Look at this closet, folks. This is a bedroom for a lot of kids here. But in here, it's a closet. This is one of the biggest closets I think I've seen in quite a long time. Just wanted to show you that again. Very smart to put the transom window in there so you can see what you're doing. The small things right there. So that is a Colston. Like I said, reach out to me. You come through here. I said this is kind of our suite back behind the rest of the house. And a tremendous water view off the back. Reach out to me on the price of this one. It is available. So you definitely get more house there, but walking through this new collection, I found myself asking kind of a different question of like, how much of that extra space would I actually use every day? Because that's the conversation that buyers don't always have amongst themselves. It's easy to walk into the biggest model home and imagine how incredible it would be to own it and live there. But the harder question is whether you can actually benefit from the additional square footage. Is it enough to justify the additional investment? The Classic Series absolutely gives you more room and more flexibility, more presence, and there's no question about it. But this new collection doesn't feel like a compromise. Every room still serves a purpose. The layouts still flow nicely. The finishes still reflect the quality that David Weekley is known for. And the difference is that you pay for less space, not necessarily less home. Now, if this is your first time on our channel, my name is Rob Rovnak, and every single day we get calls, texts, and emails from people all over the country looking to relocate to Sarasota and the Florida Suncoast. So one of the biggest advantages that we provide our clients is helping them compare communities and the builders side by side so they can make the best decision before they ever sign a contract. And that's exactly why I wanted to make these updates, because many buyers might have passed on this particular community because of the budget and would have never known about this second collection or that it even exists. So of course, one of the biggest differences between these two collections is the price. So at the time I'm filming, this Tradition series starts around the upper 500s, while the Classic series generally begins around the mid 600s. And there are several quick move-in homes available if you don't want to wait to move. The tremendous thing about this neighborhood is really two things. You're in central Sarasota, not Nokomis, not Bradenton, Sarasota. And you're close to A-rated schools, great restaurants, all that Sarasota offers. But you also get brand new construction without a CDD. Now, that's pretty much unheard of here. New construction, and that leads me to another budget feature. The HOA currently runs approximately $480 a quarter. So that's basically $160 a month for a gated community. Now, there is one more move-in ready home that I'm going to show you here in a minute. And this one is on a beautiful lakefront home site. But let's go back to my initial question at the very beginning. So which one would I buy? Honestly, of course, I don't think there's a wrong answer. But 20 years ago with a young family, as I said, I would have loved the Brugman, and I probably would have stayed there. But when I think about it again, if money were no object, I would probably still lean toward the Classic series. Larger home sites, larger entertaining areas, and something about walking through these larger floor plans that simply feels special. But I think this new Tradition series deserves a very serious look. Not because it's cheaper, although that really certainly helps. Budget is very important. But because I walk away feeling like David Weekley figured out just where they could reduce the size without reducing the experience of that house. To me, that's what really creates value. And value is what I look for no matter what the size. So if you're considering Lakeview Crossing or any new construction community here on the Suncoast, make sure you reach out before you visit the builder. Our one-stop new home shop approach allows you to compare virtually every builder and community with our new home expert representation from the very start to the very finish, helping buyers avoid costly mistakes and getting better deals and uncovering opportunities that they may have never known existed. Now let's head over to this spacious, move-in ready home that's really hard to beat here in Sarasota. So this one is a mainstay for David Weekley, and there's a reason why it does so well. You've probably seen this one in some other videos in some other neighborhoods. This is one of their more popular models. This is called a Ruby Tail. As you can see right off the bat, 3-car garage, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It just has a great layout, and I'm going to take you inside and show you what a stripped down version looks like. What you see is what you get here, folks. This is an actual quick move-in ready home, and you're going to love the price on it too. So let me show you without all the beautiful furniture and designer upgrades and all that. See exactly what you're getting. So right off the bat, front bedroom. Here's your closet. It is an ensuite. Really nice. When people are visiting, or if you got an older relative, whatever it might be, a lot of closet space in this one. But we've just only begun. So here's your den. So even though it's got 4 bedrooms, you still get that den. Nice and bright. The half bath. So we've only got a few steps in, and we've seen a lot already. So here is your laundry, and David Weekley does a great job with these. Look at, I love these niches. Lots of space, counter, everything. And then you've got your 3-car garage. Peek in there really quick, see what we can see. There you go. 3 bays. You need the golf cart, or if you need to have that extra car that you have fun with on the weekends, or just that extra storage space. So here's a larger bathroom, 2 sinks, smart, and that's for these 2 adjoining bedrooms right here. There's your walk-in. Taking good advantage of that space. What they've noticed, and this is why they brought in another series here, is we're in a great neighborhood near schools and near shopping and everything. So it's expect a lot of families here as well. I'm going to peek in, show you the AC unit. The reason I do that is to let you know that in Florida, we're very energy efficient. So they put the air handlers inside now. That's per code. So look at this huge island. So you can set up the basketball team in front of here and feed them. And what I like about this ruby tail is this little pantry on the side here. You can hide things back through here. Got your little chiller. It's just really nice to kind of put things away without having to be right in the middle of the house. Their entertaining area, really deep. Put your table up here. Once again, the windows are higher for privacy. We'll walk out here, show you what they look like on the lanais. So this can all be screened. This is all part of your house. Enjoy this. Low maintenance on this one, which is nice. So they come with the, if needed, they come with the fencing. So this one is on sale right now, folks. So in a few seconds, I'm going to tell you the price on this. But I just wanted to show you everything they've got while we're here. Once again, those ceilings, everything's built in. Those aren't upgrades. This is the exact house. And we've got a couple of move-in ready ones right here to take advantage of. Transom windows, really cool. Smart design all over. More closets. You never have too many of those. And then once again, a good size. Shelving on every wall, a good size. Primary closet. So this is the ruby tail. This is the exact house. All the upgrades. What you see is what you get. For living and buying in Sarasota, I'm Rob Rovnak. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.